I was just in the women's room at a
Not Lily
cheesecake
Tino.
factory. And when I walked in, there was this little girl, like 3 years old, tops. She was standing there alone, I assumed waiting for
Okay,
her parent.
okay. I'm gonna have a chance to hear you out, Lily Tino. I shouldn't, because of all the terrible things you've said on the internet before, but I'm gonna give you a chance. Why are you focused on a 3-year-old little girl in the bathroom? First off, why are you even in that bathroom in the first place? You know that's wrong. We all know that you know that's wrong. We all know that that's wrong. Why are you in the girls' bathroom? Secondly, why are you focused on the little children? That's just weird. That's very weird, especially in a public bathroom. Listen, if I'm going into a public bathroom, you know what I'm doing? I'm going in there with my head down, doing my business, getting out, washing my hands first. Boys, you better wash your hands in the bathroom. I'm not focused on the people in there. I probably won't even remember what color shoes they're wearing or what color shirt they're wearing because I'm focused on doing my business and getting out. I don't even want to make eye contact. I don't even want to see you. If you're going to pull up in the stall next to me, I'm not even looking. So the fact that first off, you would even focus on a little kid in the bathroom, and secondly, focus on them long enough to remember them after the fact and then come on TikTok to tell this story is just so bizarre. And I'm not going to call you a pedo, but it's very much in that sort of direction. So what are you doing here?
Waiting for her parent who was in the stall, and all the stalls were full. So like I couldn't go in, I just had to wait. And it was me and this little girl and no one else. And she kind of looked at me like, and I just like nodded my head and didn't look at her. I was like, it's kind of awkward. And it occurred to me,
this is giving me anxiety for that little kid.
The parent, who I don't know, leaves the stall, exits their stall, and sees me, a trans person, and their little 3-year-old daughter, that they might make an assumption based on untrue things that they've heard, an assumption that could be very...
You are focusing on their child. They absolutely have that right to be concerned. Would it be wrong of them to assume that you could be some sort of kidnapper at the very least, if not a total child? Again, if you're in the bathroom, if you have to wait in line, first off, if I'm going to a public bathroom and there's a line, nope, I'm leaving immediately. I'm not waiting in line. I'm getting right back out of there again. Secondly, if I were to choose to stand in line, I am keeping to myself. Maybe I'll just pull out my phone and watch something on my phone, or twiddle my thumbs and stare at the ceiling, stare at myself in the mirror. I'm not going to be engaging with someone else in the bathroom, kid or not. Ooh, Lily Tino. I really thought that the waitressing stuff and always getting misgendered at different restaurants was the worst sort of video you could put out, but I think this just topped them all. So either you're trying to rage bait, and if you are, you succeeded, and for good reason. This is absolutely something I am going to call attention to. It should not be ignored. And if you are not trying to rage bait, then this was just so blatantly idiotic of you to post something like this on the internet, because how much closer could you get to sounding like a pedophile and a groomer without actually sounding like a pedophile and a groomer? This was disgusting, Lily Tino, and I hope you're not that sort of person, because that totally changes everything about you if you are. Do better. Find God. This is not okay.